Hello everyone, and welcome to Making Natural Dye from Kitchen Scraps. Here's the supplies you'll need. Our first step is preparing the avocado pits that we've collected for our dye making process. So here, I have an old iron pot, nice and rusty. Rust actually helps the natural dye to stick to the fabric that we'll eventually use, so that's why the pot is rusty. Here are some old glass bottles that we'll store the dye in. Into this bowl you will see the avocado pits. Here they are. You'll want to save these in a brown paper bag, like the one that they were poured out of. You'll need a rubber mallet or something like it to prepare your avocado pits, and a funnel for storing the dye in our glass bottles. So, you're going to want to place your avocado pits in the bag that you're storing them. I just took them out for the visual. Once you've got all those pits in the bag, we're going to take our rubber mallet and we're going to smash them up. Just smash them all over. You can also use a knife and cut up the avocado pits, but this is the simplest method, and I would argue the quickest to prepare your avocado pits. So once they're nice and smashed, make sure they're nice and smashed. You'll probably smell the actual avocado pits as they're being crushed, and you'll know it's time. So be nice and thorough. There we go, pits prepared. So, with your crushed avocado pits, we're going to place them into our old cooking pot. Whatever pot you use for the dye making process, you'll want to dedicate to dye making. Do not cook food with your dye making pot. Okay. Now once the pits are in, we're going to fill them with water. I think this is about 12 cups. This is about 12 cups of water. And once that's filled up, once your avocado pits are all covered in the water, you'll put the top on. And next, we're going to place it on the burner. So when you place your pot on the burner, you want to turn the flame to a low, very low setting. A very low setting. You can go even lower than this. And additionally, you want to crack the top of the pot. Don't leave it entirely closed because a large amount of steam will build up inside the pot. So here you can see the pits ready to cook. So once your pits have been cooked for an hour to an hour and 45 minutes, they will look something like this. Once they're cooked, you're going to need to let them sit for 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes. Once the dye is cooled, you'll take your funnel and your glass bottle that you've chosen for storage, and carefully you'll pour your dye in. You want to be careful because this is dye and it will stain your sink. It is easy to wash off, but the best advice is just to be careful. So there's one. This is the second bottle. And finally, our third bottle. Your dye may end up looking a little different depending on the pot you've used, the amount of avocado pits, and even the pH of your local tap water will affect the color. So, after we've followed this simple tutorial, here's your result. 3 bottles of natural dye. In our next video, we will use these bottles in a tie-dye project. Thank you for watching. Visit library.cityofinglewood.org to learn more and get a virtual library card and information on our reopening procedures.